Sharon Shepherd. I have lived in what was once Hinchinbrooke and now Central Frontenac since 1983. In these years, I have seen drastic changes in the services that we are seeing, and it is very apparent what they are. Ray Smith was there grading our roads on a regular basis and did an incredible job, always with a smile and a wave. Snow removal crews were as predictable. In my visits to date with the residents of Hinchinbrooke, one of the biggest concerns is roads. I know this problem stems from one end of Central Frontenac to the other. In my travels, I see a huge lack of gravel on the main and secondary gravel roads. I drove through the back roads through to Chippewa this past weekend on the Mary Moore Road. Now, it had rained the night before and a bit that morning. Much to my dismay, the road was mud. There was no gravel, and the mud was pulling my vehicle. Lack of gravel. I hate to see how it will go through the winter and this fall with the road in that shape. I need not imagine what the residents that live on this stretch feel in regards to the lack of maintenance. There are many other roads throughout our township lacking proper maintenance, such as this one. Speaking with one of the residents, it has been 10 years since they've seen any gravel on their road. 10 years. Consideration has to be given to these roads. Now, grading. Many of us have asked, where is that grader? Why are we losing that service which is so necessary with the weather we've been having, along with the lack of gravel? Seeing the grader twice in a year is not cutting it. I feel better planning is needed. Snow removal is also a concern. Now, we must all admit last winter was extreme, and we all know it. I do applaud the road crews for clearing the roads last winter. The snowfall seemed endless, and the road crews put in many hours. There were some roads, though, that did not get plowed until the day after the storm. So what can we do to improve the snow removal? I understand the concerns of the residents in Hinchinbrooke when it comes to roads. I want people to travel to our area. I want them to go to Second Depot. I want them to be able to go to their cottages and enjoy their cottages without having to go over poor roads. I have heard residents concerned in water lying in places where it never lied before after road construction. The culverts were not placed properly in enabling water flow. How is this happening? Why is this happening? Another issue that seems to be dragging on is the fire station in Parham. I spoke with some volunteer firefighters while working at the Parham Fair. The frustration in this matter, completely understandable. I see that as something that has to happen soon. Happy to hear the school board is going to get back to all the potential buyers by October 16th, so one way or another we can proceed with the fire department. Waste disposal. This is a huge problem that affects many. The lack of sites and closure of sites has caused issues and additional costs to residents. We travel so far to get rid of our garbage, cottagers take it back to town with them. I'm going to cut it short because I'm getting close to the end. I feel strongly in regards to what we are seeing and the lack of maintenance on our cottage roads and residential gravel roads. I see a fire hall in dire need of replacement. I see waste disposal getting difficult. I see tax dollars being spent carelessly in some regards. I want your vote on October 27th. I want to be that voice that questions why, and what we can do. And I want you to be able to ask me why and get back to you. I want to see improvements in the way Central Frontenac serves its residents.